Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It's sometime in the afternoon. It's April the 1st. Happy April Fool's Day on a Tuesday. Yeah, 2025, which, yeah, I don't know why I had felt the need to mention the current year, maybe for my own reference. Yeah. I was gonna do something stupid like, fooled you, I'm not really going for a ride, and just like pretend I was like walking back in the house, but yeah, I don't have the energy for that, and not feeling that creative today. It's really windy out here though. Really, really windy. Well, I got my camera set at 1080, 60, no stabilization, so it'll be clearer, it'll be sharper, but it'll be shaky. One thing I recommend, if you watch my videos, don't watch them full screen, because if they're shaky, it's going to make it look even shakier if you watch it full screen. If you watch it like a normal YouTube size window, not full screen, it doesn't look that bad. And the resolution is better, too, when it's a shorter, smaller window. So remember to be super duper awesome if you could like, subscribe, comment, share. Subscribers, thanks for hanging in there. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. Random viewers, consider subscribing. I got about 3,000 plus videos on my channel for you to check out. Not gonna lie, it's mostly shorts, but most of my shorts are comprised of my longer videos. So instead of having to watch the whole longer video, you just watch the shorts. The more interesting parts of the longer videos. Not the stopping at a light and talking to the camera parts of the videos like that. My pocket, my stuff in my pocket is like so crooked right now. It's like weird. Okay, there we go. Nope, not really. It's still crooked. I don't know what the hell is going on with my pocket right now. My cargo pants shorts pocket is like hooked up under my knee. Why is it doing that? Okay. I'm rolling on 2 broken spokes still. I still haven't fixed that. This is kind of an impromptu ride. I'm laying in my room trying to earn money and falling asleep, and determined I can't earn money if I'm asleep, so I might as well get up and go wake up and ride my bike. Maybe that way I'll be more awake when I get home. My helmet feels a little high on my forehead. My beat up ass helmet that's like 17 years old and I really need to replace. My beat up ass Bell helmet that used to have a visor that broke off when I crashed my bike at Cal State. And when I was 34-ish, I think. So that would have been 2012 when that happened. Or 2011. No, it was about 2012. I think I had just turned 34. No, it was April. It was April of the year. Shit, I don't know what year. It must have been 2012 when I was 34. It was in April. And it was, oddly enough, I believe it was April 4th. So it was just 3 days past the present day of April that we're on right now today. It was a beautiful Saturday. Ruined by my inattentiveness and forgetfulness and going up a wheelchair ramp that I forgot wasn't the kind of wheelchair ramp I was thinking it was, and thereby hitting the curb in between the 2 wheelchair ramps that were the wheelchair ramp. If that makes any sense. That was not a fun day. That was the first time I ever rode an ambulance to the hospital because I had a fractured elbow. And I had a panic attack. It was a fun incident. Which I've mentioned before, but this is for new viewers because I notice most people don't really go back and watch my old videos, so kind of got to keep mentioning the same stuff over and over again, which actually works for me because I'm a bit of a storyteller. One of those TMI guys, you know? I was like, my last ride a couple days ago, I was talking about how my front light, like there's an indicator light on this this headlight or the bike light. It starts flashing red when the light's about to die, and I forgot to turn the light off when I got home, so it must have died, obviously. Oh shit! I'm not gonna get over. This guy go past me. Need to get over. I had a positive interaction. The silver car to my right let me go across the street, and I gave them a thumbs up, and they gave me a thumbs up in return. So that was a happy road exchange. I don't know why, but having this bike light dead center in this bar extender, it looks goofy to me for some reason. It's probably because it's like projected out in front of the handlebars instead of coming off of the handlebars like a bike light normally would be. And I realized something when I was moving the bike light that I never seemed to notice before, but it has a tilting function, not an up and down, but like a left to right. So I can click it. I can click it left and right and aim it in different directions. Let me see if I can do it right now. See, it kind of moves, and I didn't know that before. I don't remember reading about it when I bought it in the manual that came with it. So that's kind of cool. Now that I know it does that. So it's going to be kind of a slow ride, it looks like, because well, like I said, I only go about 25 on average anyway, but I'm only going about 23 right now, just because I'm running straight into a headwind. And I'm very wide. I'm Larry B. Wide, literally. So I act like a sail, and I cause a lot of drag. I'm my own drag. It's kind of sad. It's like I drag me down. Very loud white truck there has a 360 sticking up off the top of it. Camera. Getting that nice top-down view from the way up there. It's poking up in the air. good amount of traffic out here. I think it's about 3 in the afternoon, come to think of it. God, I feel like I'm going so slow for some reason. I mean, I kind of am, so that kind of would make sense. I always feel like I'm going really slow and the wind's pushing against me, even if I'm going fast. It's weird. Like I said, the fastest I've ever been on a two-wheeled bicycle is over 80 miles per hour. Now I got some dude coming right towards me, always getting up on the sidewalk. Okay, cool. So I messed up today. I made some biscuits and gravy for like breakfast, which wouldn't be a bad thing if I hadn't stuck like some cubed ham, some bacon bits, and some like chicken in it, and overcooked the meat part of it, and then tried to chew it with teeth that are missing 3 because I had 3 teeth pulled and I have exposed gum that's still healing. And let's just say my breakfast was very painful and uncomfortable, but I couldn't just not eat it because that was like $5 of food I would have had to throw away, and I'm not exactly flush with the food money. Hello. Man after my own heart. Apparently he loves the color blue as well. Camera feels like it's going to be crooked. Looks like it's going to be crooked. Oh, well. And that's what we call a dumbass, people. Anyways. That maneuver by that guy, that last guy, was so comical, I'm not even mad. Anyways, he was like, oh God, I can't wait the 2 seconds for the light to change green. Anyways, Larry, stop saying anyways all the time. I ran out of stuff to say again. I was thinking of stuff to say, but none of it really made any sense in my head, so I figured it'd make even less sense when it came out of my mouth. There we go. I was like trying so hard to get my bike up to 29 before I had to slow down. Got to like 28.8. It just would not make it. So, do any of my viewers like playing Fallout 76? I like playing Fallout 76. I recently started playing it again 2 weeks ago, and I'm already up to like level 52 experience level. You really go through the levels when you start doing the Atlantic City and the pit missions, and also the new content, the new ghoul content stuff. And man, that game, the legendary drop in the game is like increased so much as I played it. I hadn't played it in like almost 2 years. And the legendary drop rate's insane now. I'm like getting like 2, 3, 4 legendary drops every day I play. And I'm getting like good rolls. So I'm like really happy about that. Like useful rolls. Some of them are kind of dumb, but most of them are pretty damn useful. Like regenerative armor and stuff, so I don't have to like constantly be pumping stim packs, what the hell, stim packs and stuff. And I'm not very stealthy. I get a bunch of nocturnal drops, but I'm not a stealthy player. I'm a hack and whack and slash and shoot and run away screaming when death balls chase me kind of player. This is going to be interesting. Hello. My eyes are like all gunked up. I've been having allergies this year, guys. It's crazy. I haven't had allergies in years. See, nobody honked at me that time. I got really pissed my last ride if somebody honked at me. The same situation, all these cars are parked here, and towards the end of the intersection there, the bike lane narrows up when it reaches the corner, so there's no bike lane initially when there's cars parked there, so you have to go around them. Some dipshit in the Toyota decided to honk at me. It's like, what do you want me to do, dude? Hello. I think I'm gonna go ride down my old street. That sounds like fun. Go over here, make a right on H, and then make a right on Sequoia, and then make a left on Carlton. That's my old street. You know what, that street, when I was a kid, it seemed so much longer than it is now, than it actually is, and it's a downhill street, and it seemed like it was so much steeper back then when I was a little kid, but now that I'm taller, it just doesn't, it looks smaller, you know? When you get taller, shit looks smaller. Kind of feel sorry for little people, they never get that impression. Because they get to a certain point and they quit getting taller and everything just looks the same. So if you're smaller, shit ain't gonna look taller. I mean, if you're taller, yeah, wait, what? If you're smaller, shit ain't gonna look smaller? That makes more sense. Obviously, if you're smaller, shit's gonna look taller. What the hell am I thinking about? It's funny, when I lived with my dad and my stepmom over here, when I rode my bike around, usually I was kind of restricted to just riding up and down the street. Oh wow, they took down the wall. The wood fence is gone. Yeah. Oh no, this street's pretty steep actually. It just doesn't seem as long anymore. This is Carlton Street that I'm on, my old street. I think I lost my train of thought of smaller and taller. I think I'm gonna just let that go now. Vaughn, the guy that used to live on the corner over here, was a supposed elementary school friend of mine. I should have realized he wasn't my friend when he was like 12 years old and he was still in, or 13 years old and still in the 6th grade. Bit of an underachiever. And well, it looks like somebody's building an EV or something right there. I got picked on a lot when I went to school in this area when I was in elementary school, so I was always trying to impress the other kids so they would leave me alone, but that didn't work. So my dad and my stepmom had bought this van for when we would go on vacations, because my dad didn't fly, we just drove everywhere. And he did a conversion on it, or had a conversion done on it. It had a mini fridge in it, a TV, a fold-out bed in the back. It was a nice van, right? Little tiny VHS player in there. It was the kind of fridge that took ice blocks. It didn't have its own power, or it had a light, but you had to put ice blocks in it. It was an ice box, basically. So I decided I'd tell Javon about my dad's van, cool van conversion, and then, like, I shit you not, a week later, my dad's van got broken into and somebody stole the TV. And we're talking, this is in the 80s. This TV was cheap as shit. It was small enough to fit in a van. It was a color TV, but it was like, maybe like a $200 TV that you'd get like 25 bucks if you tried to like steal it and sell it to somebody. Talk about fucking petty, right? My dad's like, hey, did you tell anybody about the van? I'm like, yeah, I told this dude named Javon. I guess he stole our TV. Sorry, I didn't realize he wasn't my friend. I thought he was my friend, but he wasn't. So Javon, if you're in the area and you're still alive, fuck you. That's my one F word for the day, I think. I'm gonna try not to say the F word anymore. So, and if Javon, if you made it in life and you're actually successful, F you even more. That makes me even more mad. Because I think he went to juvie a couple times. Anyways, which would make sense, seeing as how he stole my dad's TV out of our van. Yeah. So, unless you 100% trust somebody, don't tell them about the cool shit your dad has. That's my life advice for the younger viewers. Especially right now with how things are becoming. Well, that's not good. Why is that? Oh, it's exhaust. I think, why is that smoking? It's just exhaust coming out of a truck because of the lift. Oh, it's strong. Jeez Louise. That's some serious diesel coming out of that truck. Oh, he's got something stuck in his tire. Or he's got a flat. Maybe, oh yeah, this flasher's going. His front, I think his front tire might be flat. Not his drive side or the right side, but the left side. Know why the guy in this Pontiac seems to be in such a hurry. He's not realizing the fact this guy's driving a disabled vehicle. Apparently. I'm so big, I make normal sized cars look little. I don't know what's going on with this car because none of his tires are flat, but it's making a noise like something's stuck under it or something. That was interesting. That was good to break up the monotony of my ride. He signaled, so I signaled. I was like wondering if he was making a left when I pulled up, and then he realized, oh hey, I should probably let the guy in the back know I'm turning. I love how easily this bike gets around, man. I'm like all over the place. I'm like an old Paris Hilton Carl's Jr. commercial, except for I'm not sexy and I'm not a burger. Nobody wants to eat me. Wait a minute. Double entendre. Forgot the stop signs here. Years and years and decades of riding here without a stop sign would definitely make you forget there's a stop sign there if you don't regularly ride along this road, which I don't regularly ride along this road, so there you go. Oh my god, man, stuff is just blowing in my eyeball today, man. It's windy and there we go. did something last night. I was like, my eye started itching, my right eye started itching, so I start rubbing it. You know, as you do, you start rubbing your eye, and I'm like, I rubbed something right into it though, man. It started to burn and get all gunky, and I was like, what did I do to my eye? It still is bothering me today. I don't know what the hell I had on my hand. It was something caustic, and it got into my eyeball. And that was fun. I was trying to watch my shows, and I hurt my eyeball. I'm tempted to go down the 30th and go across. I haven't done that in a while, but I'm also tempted not to go down the 30th and go across, because 30th tends to be kind of busy at certain points, especially at Waterman and the freeway exit. Especially since the freeway exit comes right before Waterman if you're heading west. So yeah, but I have options. There's like streets I can make a right on over here and work my way back up and go down Parkside and go across Waterman there. Also, there's one section that gets kind of narrow because there's a apartment complex that people park their cars on the side of the street right in front of the complex, so it gets really narrow. I've not been down this far this way in a couple months, few months actually. I'm wondering who lives in these homes off to my left. They're very expensive looking, like small mansions and stuff. For the most part, for the first part at least, very large front yards, houses recessed far away from the street. Just wondering what upper crust of our society in San Bernardino lives in those houses. And seeing as how they're in San Bernardino, they're probably not even that expensive. Like a house like that in LA would go for a couple million or more, but over here it's probably like maybe 1 million, less than $1 million. Sorry, I kind of need to be quiet through this section. A bit harrowing, as that's why. I'm going for it. I shouldn't, but I am. I was out there. I'm good. Oh, this is where they repaved. My mom was saying they repaved somewhere over here. I haven't been down here in a while. This is where they must have. This is obviously where they repaved, not where they must have repaved. Duh. Glancing down at my rear wheel, it's teensy bit wobbly, but I haven't heard or felt any more spokes snap, so it should be all right as far as that's concerned. Probably not going to be able to go much farther. I'm starting to lose a lot of battery power. There's so much stuff blowing in my eyes right now. I'm blinking like crazy. Not to mention the fact that it's very dry air and my eyes are getting really dried out. It's like 62 degrees out here according to the internet. And it feels like it's 62 degrees out here according to the internet. I was going to try to shoot all the way out to Little Mountain Drive and then hang a right and then go up to Marshall and come back down that way, but I don't know if I'm going to make it that far. I guess we will see now, won't we? For those from the area, you'll know what I'm talking about. From those not from the area, you're going to learn what I'm talking about. Should never stop learning. As long as you're able to learn, that is. I guess I'll shoot for it. There's like a freaking wind tunnel right here, though, with the freeway wall right to my left here. It's just funneling this wind right into my face. Picked on and bullied in elementary school. Let's put it this way. I was picked on and bullied by all the other kids that were picked on and bullied. That's how bad it was. Because my parents said, don't you get in a fight. If you get suspended again, we're going to send you somewhere. And I don't know, can't remember where they said they were going to send me. But yeah, so I couldn't fight anymore, so I just had to take it. They said, just tell a teacher. I'm like, that ain't going to do shit. They don't ever do anything. They talk to the kids feel bad, they lay a guilt trip on them, and then the guilt trip goes away on their kids and they start doing it again. That's how that works. So if your kid's getting picked on and they choose to fight back and they get suspended, what you do is when you go to the office to talk to the principal or whatever there, like, be super apologetic when you're in the office, but when you get your kid outside, give your kid a high five and tell them good job for standing up for themselves. Because, yeah, nobody should be being picked on and bullied, and bullies should get their butts kicked every so often to prove a point that what they're doing is wrong. And the person that puts them in their place should be celebrated for it. So, throw a pizza party, buy them their video game they want, get them a new bike. Say, good job standing up for yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. I have too much crap. I was watching that lady cram all that stuff in the back of that U-Haul, and I realized, and I have realized, well, I have so much stuff I never use. It's just, you accumulate so much stuff, and it's just sitting in your room or your house, and you're like looking at it like, where did all this crap come from, and why do I have it? It's like, I swear half the stuff I got, I never even used it in the first place, and I don't even know why I bought it. I must have used it, I just have forgotten over the years. Sucks. Hello. So much stuff. If I had the energy, man, I'd just be taking all kinds of crap out of my room. I mean, I could try donating it, but it's like a bunch of old crap that no one wants, and I don't want to throw it away because then it just goes to a landfill. I used to get emotionally attached to my belongings because some of my belongings, there was a story behind them. They were important to me, and after a while, the feeling of clinginess, I guess, went away, and I just started selling some of my shit. And I was like, I don't use it. Like video games, I wasn't using anymore. Old cartridges, I said, might as well sell these. Someone else will get use out of them. I need to go left here. That guy go past me. Like, I made a pretty good amount of money selling old Super Nintendo games I had. I think I made about $1,500 selling a bunch of old Super Nintendo games. That was kind of nice. And that was when I was newly unemployed from Home Depot and I needed the money, so it came in handy. I needed bike parts and stuff. So I think my unemployment had just run out and I still wasn't having any luck finding a job, so. Wow, my front battery is registering 1 bar under a load, and my rear battery is sitting at 2 still. It's been sitting at 2 for the last few miles. The underload voltage is about 43 volts on the rear battery, so it's getting pretty close to the cutoff. Well, the cutoff only kicks in like when the voltage actually drops down to a certain level. Like your underload is different than your actual cutoff voltage. It's the underload's the voltage you're using up to the cutoff voltage. So it's available for you to use. It's like when it drops down to like 42 volts resting, that's when you got to start worrying. So that was a pretty long frickin' ride, guys. I keep forgetting to find a way to attach my new Bluetooth speaker onto this bike. I gotta figure that out. Oh, is that a e-bike? Yeah, it's an e-bike. Saw an e-bike. Oh shit, yeah, I just broke a spoke. I just heard that sucker snap. Bet the camera probably heard it too. It was pretty audible. So I guess I gotta fix the spokes now. That means I got 3 broken. I definitely gotta fix my spokes now. Just to confirm, when I get to the driveway, I will check my wheel out and see if I broke yet another spoke. I'm back. There's a delivery out there? That's got to be for Dave. I didn't order anything. Unless it was a survey thing I got. 15 miles, guys. I went 15 miles. Hey, Mom, I just went 15 miles. 15? Yeah, I wish. Not my old build, yeah. No, I didn't break any more spokes. I don't know what I heard. I only got 2 broken spokes, guys. That's weird. I'm not going to be able to get the cans right now. I'll be able to get them in a little while, though. I have to go lay down for a bit, yeah. My chest... Huh?
I'd like this chair, the box the chair came in, broke it down.
Okay.
If I did, not all at once.
All right. Yeah. I was going to tell you something else, but I forgot what it was. My chest wasn't really bugging me too much on this ride, but it's like a little bit. It's starting to really bother me though. Now that I'm done. So, that was my ride. I'm done. Obviously, because I'm in the garage putting my bike away. To say things I say that I don't need to say. So, remember to be super duper awesome if you could like, subscribe, comment, share. Subscribers, thanks for hanging in there. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. Random viewers, consider subscribing. I got over 3,000 videos loaded up on YouTube. Mostly shorts. Most of my long videos are turned into shorts. And I was doing it where I was making the shorts first and uploading the long video. What I'm doing now is uploading the long video, then putting the shorts of that video up, and then linking the long video to it, which makes way more sense. And my views on my long videos, because of the change, have gone up a little bit. My watch hours are starting to go up, so that's helping. So with that, remember to have a wonderful wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next e-bike video. Okay, bye.